Welcome. Welcome to the love and light that is Unity of Lawrence. And in unity, we begin everything with prayer. So together, let's take a centering breath as we listen to this prayer. With full hearts and open minds, we gather today to accept the endless possibilities of peace on earth and peace in our hearts. We acknowledge the existence of pain and injustice in the world, but we also acknowledge limitless love and our limitless being. We welcome our divine inheritance as co-creators. We know that we are already standing in the light of love, of healing, and of transformation, and so it is. Amen. Where our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space with you and pray with you. So if there's anything in your heart to be held in prayer, please see Holly after today's service in our chaplain's office. Our chaplains will also pray for you during the week, so just fill out that little lavender slip on the seats in front of you and put that either in the offering basket or in the box out in the foyer. All prayers are confidential unless you mark that you would like us to acknowledge you, and we'll include you in our opening prayers. We also invite you right after the service, we'll have our group circle prayer, and that's for all who want to participate in a group prayer for themselves and the world. You can still meet one-on-one with Holly after that prayer if you'd like to do both. Well, welcome to our guests. We are so grateful that you are here today, and we have information about Unity of Lawrence out in the foyer, so if you didn't get a packet, if you'd like to sign up on our e-news that goes out just about the information of all that we do in and through Unity of Lawrence, and we are so grateful you're here. And a reminder that we're doing our opportunities at the start of our service. So if you were watching the slides before the service, you already saw May 16th, which is next Saturday at 2 p.m., Reverend Anna will lead us in Sacred Conversations, where spiritual practice meets social impact. A thoughtful exploration of Unity's approach to social justice rooted in oneness, compassion, and love in action. The afternoon will begin with a brief talk, followed by an open Q&A style conversation where your questions and insights are welcome. I am excited about this opportunity for us to step deeper into our walk of our talk. There won't be, after service today, a Sunday potluck in honor of our moms, not making them work extra on this day by setting up and preparing and cleaning up. So we will continue with that in June. And next Sunday, Reverend Maggie Alderman will share a message entitled, Get Out of the Weeds. Steve Epley will provide our special music. And now let's join Holly as we rise and sing together, Mother, I Feel Ya.
Okay. All right, let's do a little bit of moving with our feet. If you feel like clapping. I can feel your heartbeat, your heartbeat, your heartbeat. I can feel your heartbeat, your heartbeat, your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Way ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Way ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ho. Way ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Way ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ho. I can feel your heartbeat, your heartbeat, your heartbeat. I can feel your heartbeat, your heartbeat, your heartbeat.
Now let's turn and share with a handshake, a hug, or a hello.
I can feel your heartbeat, your heartbeat, your heartbeat. I can feel your heartbeat, your heartbeat, heartbeat. Mother, I hear you in the river song. Eternal waters flowing on and on. Mother, I hear you in the river song. Eternal waters flowing on and on. Way ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, home. Way ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Way ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Way ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. I can feel your heartbeat, your heartbeat, heartbeat. I can feel your heartbeat, your heartbeat, heartbeat.
Yay. Oh, that does get your heartbeat flowing. And we are all one in this river of life. So as we settle into that knowing, let's affirm unity's founding principle together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision statement together. United in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And our mission statement. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. And so it is. And now for our own songbird, John Pryor, who's going to lead us in the chorus to join along.
No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, they also woke you to the questions you needed to ask. Sleepless nights, dizzying heights, the dreams, some of which came true. Till the breaks, heartaches, perfect mistakes created this version of you.
Sing if you like.
And everything you go through grows you, grows you, and everything you go through grows you. Exposes who you are. If it hurt, it made you softer. If it was hard, it fueled your hunger. If it touched you, your heart took hold.
If it was simple, it made you wise. If it was sweet, it made you smile. Weaved an indelible impression on your soul. Your feet, they walked, and your lips, they talked, and your hands dug around for the proof. Every look, every book, pictures in your mind you took, created this version of you.
And everything you go through grows you, grows you, and everything you go through grows you, exposes who you are.
As the time flew, you gathered your truth as it passed right before your eyes. and the wound is where the light gets in, revealing the masterpiece that's just beneath your skin.
No mud, no lotus, haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you also awoke you to the questions you needed to ask.
What a beautiful gift. Thank you, John. Thank you, Holly. How perfect that is to set us up for our own talk by Diane Silver, a Pushcart Prize nominated poet and retired journalist who serves Unity of Lawrence as our lead chaplain and member of our board. You can find her poetry and thoughts at her Substack newsletter. It's called Poetry and Life and can be found at dianesilversubstack.com. Thank you, Diane.
Wow. Oh, thank you. Oh, it is so good to be here. It is always such a joy to speak at my home congregation. And I would like to thank all of you for being here. There was a moment before, just before the service when it seemed like no one was going to show up. So thank you so much for being here. And I would also give a special thanks and a special shout out to my son Tony and his beloved Amanda. They came in from Kansas City. So, a year ago, I gave a talk on Mother's Day. I talked about a mother's heart, how the great love of a mother can lead a mother, can enable a mother to be incredibly heroic. I talked about mothers who fought off wild animals to save their children. I talked about my own mother, who rocked me in a chair when I had the worst, in a rocking chair when I had the worst case of chicken pox and would not settle unless she held me. And to this day, I don't know how long she rocked me. It was at least one full day, maybe longer. But today, a year later, I want to bring some complexity to the topic of Mother's Day and to the topic of being a mother. I want to bring a little complexity. And I need to warn you, this is not going to be your normal Mother's Day talk. We're going to start with a little humor. We're going to meander through some of the pain of mothers give to us and some of the pain we've given to our children. We're going to meander through what it means to forgive. We're going to end with great love. Okay? Just so you know it's coming. So, I want to start with what the late, great Patty Doria, my beloved, said many years ago. She came up with this many years ago. The great mayonnaise jar theory of parenting. Now, according to Patty, the way to be a perfect parent was to buy the biggest mayonnaise jar you could find. Now, I don't mean just like a little family size you could get in just about any grocery store. I mean Costco size mayonnaise jars. In fact, to be the best parent possible, buy as many of them as you can afford. Now, I have to warn you, the mayonnaise does not matter in this theory. So you could either eat the mayonnaise or you could dump it down the sink and clean out the mayonnaise jar, wash it, dry it, and put it in a place that was easily accessible. And then every time you as a mother said something, did something, failed to do something that you knew was going to hurt your child, that you knew was going to require them to need therapy in the future, you threw money into the mayonnaise jar. Now she died in 1993 of cancer, and this was a long time before Apple Pay and Google Wallet and all this kind of stuff. It was real money. So if you did something just a little, throw in $1 or $2. But boy, if you did some, oh, this is a lot of therapy, go to the bank and get 50s and 100s and just chuck them in the jar so that when that child grows up and has to deal with their childhood, they could take the big mayonnaise jar full of money. Maybe they'd have to make more than one trip to the bank because there might be more than one mayonnaise jar. Put it in the bank and pay for their therapy. Now, this is a good joke, largely because we all know it's true. And that Patty never bought the mayonnaise jar. We never threw the money in, but I kind of wish he had. Because I'm here today to tell you the one problem with mothers. The thing we don't talk about. The problem with every mother on this planet is that we are all human. You cannot be a mother of a human being without being human. Now, we at Unity like to say that we are spiritual beings having a human experience or a material experience, and we are. But you know what? It's not the spiritual being that mothers a child. I wish it was. It's the human us. And there are days, I'm not certain Tony remembers this, but there was a time when both Patty and I came down with the flu so bad that our toddler was in charge of the house. There was a brief period of time when we were like, oh man, I don't know if I can, and it was like a beeline to the bathroom, and we were not functional. That happens. Our physical bodies fail us. We may have a chronic illness. We may have a mental illness that we're dealing with. We may be dealing with the issues with our own mothers who should have filled up those mayonnaise jars with money. We may never have had a good role model as a mother. We may think that being a mother is easy, like some movie or I don't even know if people buy Hallmark cards anymore, but a Hallmark card idea of motherhood. We may have no idea how to be a mother, and let at some point, there's this baby in our arms, and I don't know about you, but my thought was, you put me in charge? Okay, I see one, yeah. Yeah, it's like, what the heck was the universe thinking? We may be dealing, mothers, our human mothers, may be dealing with exhaustion. They may be dealing with poverty. They may be alone and have no one to help them. As I said, they may be dealing with a mental illness. They may be dealing with an addiction problem that has nothing to do with a child, but is something to do with them, their physiology, what happened to them in their life, what they're dealing with. They may have an alcoholism problem. The problem with all mothers. We like to celebrate our mothers on Mother's Day, and I think we should celebrate our mothers. I want to be celebrated. I'm being taken out to lunch. But every mother who ever lived on this earth was a human being. And all human beings fail at some point or another. Now, I'm not talking about original sin. At Unity, we do not buy into that. I'm not talking about how humans are all evil. I'm talking about we are all good, but we are all human, and we all make mistakes. And I think we have misunderstood motherhood a lot. And that leads to a lot of pain for us as mothers and for us thinking about our mothers. We have misunderstood motherhood. And I think there's something else we've also misunderstood a whole bunch. And that's forgiveness. Because forgiveness is a part of being a child. At some point when you are an adult, you have to figure out how to forgive. And when you're a mother, you have to figure out how to forgive yourself. Yeah. But as much as we have misunderstood motherhood, I think we have also misunderstood forgiveness a lot. Now, I used to think forgiveness was zip, I did it in a day. Or maybe in an instant, I am so holy. I am so well and healed. I am bestowing love, a big white fluffy cloud of love on the person who hurt me so badly. I'll just do it right now. Whoop! Well, y'all, some of you are laughing because we know that is a bunch of, I can't say what it is on this stage. It is a bunch of garbage. That is not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness doesn't happen in an instant. Forgiveness doesn't happen in a day. Forgiveness is not excusing. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is not justifying. It is not ever seeing the person again if they're in your life, if they're still alive. It is not about saying there are no consequences. Forgiveness takes time. I want to give you some perspectives from 3 people who have thought a lot, 4 people who have thought a lot about forgiveness. Writer Maria Popova calls forgiveness the quiet power to dislodge the lump of blame from the thorax of time and, good line, and fill the lump of life with the oxygen of the possible. About how you bless your own life when you forgive your mother, forgive your father, forgive the person for whom your love was not enough. Forgive the person for whom your love was too much. Forgive yourself over and over and over again. Meditation teacher Sharon Salzberg says, forgiveness is not a single action, but a process. By forgiving those who harmed us, we do not pretend that what harm they caused did not happen or that it did not hurt. What we do is we can see that chronic resentment stands in the way of love. Now, I don't think Sharon Salzberg meant that it's standing in the way of us being able to love a person who hurt us. I think what she meant, at least the way I read it, is that chronic resentment hardens our hearts and it stands in the way of our ability to love ourselves and to love other people in our lives today. Because if your heart is hardened, it can't beat. It can't love. Poet and philosopher David White says, to forgive is to allow ourselves to be gifted by a story larger than the story that first hurt us and left us bereft. And here's the key thing. He also says, forgiveness is a skill. Whoa, blew my mind when I read that. Forgiveness is a skill. Okay, we've all gone through having to learn skills. If you're learning to fix a car, if you're learning to paint a house, if you're learning any kind of skill, it takes time. You know, sometimes you have to get some mentoring. Sometimes you take classes. Sometimes you have to have someone give you feedback on it. And you know you don't learn that skill in a day. Okay, here's the myth of forgiveness, that thwop, instantly you're going to forgive someone. Well, if it's a skill, you can't do it. Thwop. Any skill I've ever had, I didn't learn how to do instantly. Forgiveness is a skill. Psychologist and Buddhist teacher Jack Kornfield says, forgiveness does not in any way justify or condone harmful actions. While you forgive, you may also say, never again will I knowingly allow this to happen. Forgiveness does not mean you have to seek out or speak to those who caused you harm. You may choose to never see them again. forgiveness is an act of the heart, a movement to let go of pain. And the resentment, to let go of the resentment, the outrage that you have carried as a burden for so long. It is an easing of your own heart. And he also adds, when you have been deeply wounded, the work of forgiveness can take years. It will go through many stages: grief, rage, sorrow, fear, and confusion. And in the end, if you let yourself feel the pain you carry, it will come as a relief, as a release for your heart. You will see that forgiveness is fundamentally for your own sake, a way to carry the pain of the past no longer. Forgiveness is a way to let go of your yesterdays controlling your todays. I think to forgive is to acknowledge and grieve our wounds, to understand, maybe to understand what happened, to let go of the need for retribution, and to let go of allowing our yesterdays to control our todays. When I got up this morning, and I did check in on Facebook, as I sometimes do, often do, too much do, I saw all the Mother's Day messages, and I thought, oh man, I'm giving this weird talk at Unity today. I'm not standing up here pouring heaps of praise on mothers. I'm talking about how we need to forgive our mothers. We also need to forgive ourselves as mothers. But I think that it's important for us to be real. The original Unity, which was founded more than 100 years ago, when Unity was founded, they talked about unity as practical Christianity. Now, some of us today, me included, don't even consider ourselves Christians. Others do. That's cool. But we are about finding spiritual ways, practical ways to live. And the only way to do that is to be true, to look at what our lives actually are. They aren't a meme on Facebook or any other social media. I want to end this talk by going back to talking about what mothering is. So I'll take a deep breath in, deep breath out. I want to talk about what mothering really is, and then I want to go through a list of appreciations. We even think about this as a prayer. I think there are 5 main roles that a mother plays. A mother gives birth to the child. Every single person in this room had someone who gave birth to them, had a mother who gave birth to them. Even if your mother died in birth, even if your mother could not take care of you after you were born, that mother gave birth to you. Second is the mother may pay all the bills, make certain you have shoes and clothes, buy them, make them, pay your school fees. 3, a mother raises you, teaches you right from wrong, teaches you to look left and right look both ways before you cross the street. Tries their best to teach you how to be a good human being. 4, a mother provides love and nurturing and teaches you how to love yourself and how to love others, how to mother others. 5, a mother is that person who will fight off a tiger to save your life, who will run into a burning building, who will do whatever is necessary to save you. Now, here is the catch. Sometimes some of us have all 5 of those in the same human being. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes our mothers die young. They can't take care of us. Sometimes our mothers are forced to give us away for one reason or another. Sometimes our mothers are unable to provide us with love. Sometimes they don't know how to guide us. But we have other mothers. Everyone who is sitting here today has had someone who loves them. Everyone who is sitting here today has had someone teach them to look both ways before you cross the street, because otherwise you would actually be dead. Everyone sitting here, it may not be the mother who gave birth to us. It may be, but it may not be. But every aunt, every neighbor, every friend of your childhood, every friend of your adulthood may well be acting as your mother. So I want to close this talk by celebrating and acknowledging all of those mothers. Let's do this, I guess, as a form of a prayer. So let's take, there's been heavy stuff here, so let's take a couple breaths in, kind of sit up a little bit. Take a breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Centering breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Today, as we sit here and as we watch at home, we call on the guidance of the divine. We feel the power of Spirit. We feel the power of Spirit filling us up, giving us the power to forgive and the power to celebrate. We celebrate the mothers who gave birth to us, who brought us into this world. Without them, we would not be here today. We celebrate those mothers who bought us shoes and paid our school fees and all our bills, and we thank them. We thank our mothers who made us our favorite cake on our birthdays. We thank our mothers who made us Halloween costumes and took us trick-or-treating. We thank our mothers who loved us so fiercely they would have and may have run into a burning building to save us. We thank them. For those mothers who played with us and loved us and instilled that sense of love in us, whether they were our birth mothers or our neighbors or our aunts, we thank them, we bless them, we celebrate them. We thank ourselves for doing the best we could to be good mothers. We give ourselves the space and the mercy to move forward in the best way we can to be mothers to our young children today or our grown children. We thank ourselves who are grown children of mothers who hurt us so deeply that we can never have a relationship with them. We thank ourselves for surviving. We thank ourselves for learning and growing. We forgive the universe, the divine God, for sending us those mothers. For those of us who feel the depth of a mother's love today, for all of us, whether that love was from our own mother, an aunt, a neighbor, a friend, anyone who acted as a mother to us, we thank them. We thank the universe. We thank the divine. We thank God for sending us what we needed. We thank ourselves for accepting the love into our hearts. We pray today and we vow to stand in the world as the best representative of a mother's love we can be. We vow to forgive ourselves when we fail in that mission, and we vow to try and try and try again. We bring all of this into ourselves. We feel the divine love in our hearts. We know that we are not alone. We know that we are the power of love in this world. Thank you for listening and being here today, and thank you for watching online. Thank you all.
So as we sing this next song, you guys can take some deep breaths and sing along as you learn this song if you feel open to that.
Love is why I am here. Let me be an open channel. If love is why I am here, let me forgive and then receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me forgive and then receive. Give and receive. Give and receive. Let us forgive and then receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me forgive and then receive. If love is why I'm here, let me be an open channel. If love is why I'm here, let me forgive and then receive. Give and receive. Give and receive. Let us give and then receive.
Take a deep centering breath and sit up in your seat so that you can breathe fully. Your feet on the ground. Deep centering breath in. Breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Today we sit here, we open to the presence of love in the universe. We open our hearts. We open our hearts to the feeling of love. We remember the love of the people who loved us fully and without reservation. We feel the love of the divine who loves us fully and without reservation. We feel deep in our souls how much we have to give to this world, how much we love we have to share. We hold on to that love. We feel it on our fingers. We feel it in our hearts. We feel it in our guts. We feel it on the soles of our feet. We feel it in our head. We are full of love. For whenever we fail, we say, that's okay. And we go back and we try again. Breathe in. Breathe out through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take a few moments now to sit in the quiet, to feel the love of the universe around you, however you need to feel it, to know, even if it feels like you are not worthy, pretend. Take it as a hypothesis that you are worthy because you are. Feel the deepest love you can feel in the silence. Bring yourself back. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Open your eyes. Become present to this moment. Know that all is well. All is well. And may I add, as you're fully coming back, our chaplains are really good at hearing what you need to say and holding sacred space for you. So if you need to pray, particularly after this service, go see Holly in the office or come up and join the prayer circle in the front. And everything you say in that office is confidential. We don't even tell people who went in there. Thank you. You know, I often say namaste at the end of services. Namaste means the divinity in me beholds the divinity in you. And that's the truth. Thank you.
Love is why we're here. Let us be an open channel. If love is why we're here, let us forgive and then receive. If love is why we're here, let us be an open channel. If love is why we're here, let us forgive and then receive.
Give and receive. Give and receive.
Let us forgive and then receive.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you, John. Thank you, Holly. Isn't it a beautiful gift we have, knowing that the divine means that there is no gender. It is Mother, Father, God, all. All are we. That we are all nurturers and mothers. And so as we know that that is being called forward, I call forward our ushers as well. And this is our time to give thanks for all who have nurtured us to be who we are. And so, let's take our gifts in our hands and love in our hearts as we say together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And now let's join Holly and John in singing I Am One.
I am one with the heart of the mother.
I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God. I am one with the heart of the mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Father. I am one with God.
And so we give thanks, offering this prayer of gratitude. We are grateful as we bless the flow of good that supports our unity community. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth, returning again and again. And so it is. Amen. And now it is time for us to rise together and sing the peace song.